Philosophy has never been more needed, and yet in the days when we need it the most, we partake in it the least. Amorality and nihilism are widespread. Some attempt a philosophic resurgence. Often they try to push us back towards a religious order that was even worse than the current nihilism. A religious order that laid the groundwork for the modern nihilism by making a mockery of meaning and morality. Religion made philosophy senselessly irrational. It is not the cure to nihilism, it gave rise to nihilism. Nietzsche speaks of the death of God. We killed him, he says. We did not kill him, he killed himself. That irrationality that saturated religiosity destroyed the credibility of meaning and morality. And now we pay the price. But regardless of its cause, the problem persists. And we find ourselves avoiding philosophy when we should be embracing it. New technology constantly emerges. Artificial intelligence, incredibly advanced weapons, incredible new technologies. Things which have major philosophical implications. Things which are of momentous philosophic influence. And meanwhile, a plague of nihilism and amorality sweeps our society. Philosophy needs to be revitalized. A philosophic revitalization is more vital than ever before. We need a strong, rational philosophy. A philosophy that ordinary people can participate in and understand. A philosophy that can guide us through increasingly uncertain times. Without such a thing, we will suffer greatly. Our technology has long ago surpassed our capacity to wisely interact with it. We need to do something about that. Technology continues to advance, and yet we repeatedly fail to form a healthy relationship with it. We have not even figured out how to properly manage the last century's technologies, nuclear weapons, fossil fuels, and now we are embracing even more radical technology. Artificial intelligence, the internet. We need to sit down and think. We are increasingly incapable of having a healthy relationship with the technology that we create, and we mindlessly continue to advance anyway. We have two choices. We can either correct course, or we can wait until it becomes too much and we perish. When I say correct course, I do not mean stop or regress. When I say correct course, I am suggesting the embrace of a philosophy that guides us through these uncertain times. A rational philosophy that the average person can understand and get behind. That is what we need. A strong practical philosophy that can guide us. That is what is needed. Philosophy is more needed than ever. There is a crisis of meaning. People increasingly lack a sense of purpose. There is a crisis of morality. Amorality is increasingly widespread. There is a crisis of modern technology. We fail to forge optimal relationships with our own creations. We suffer at the hands of our own intelligence. We need a revitalized philosophy now more than ever. Philosophy can provide direction and understanding. Philosophy can provide purpose and order. Philosophy can provide morality and meaning. Philosophy can provide coherence and consistency. Philosophy is the solution. We must embrace philosophy. We must teach basic philosophy in schools. We must encourage an interest in the subject broadly. We must encourage ordinary people to speak about philosophy and read about it. We must create and promote a bold philosophy for the modern age. We need a philosophical society now more than ever before.